unmistakable, creating an intimate conversation between the performer and the listener. A legacy of musical innovation. Chopin's music was revolutionary in its approach to piano composition, transforming the instrument into a vehicle for deep emotional expression and technical exploration. His innovative use of rhythm, harmony, and phrasing influenced not only his contemporaries, but also generations of composers who followed, from Franz Liszt to Sergei Rachmaninoff. Chopin's legacy is also tied to the profound impact his music continues to have on pianists today. His works are among the most revered in the piano repertoire, demanding not only technical virtuosity, but also a deep understanding of the emotional nuances embedded in every note. Whether in concert halls or in intimate settings, Chopin's music remains a touchstone for performers and listeners alike, embodying the soul of the piano itself. A life cut short, but enduring sadly, Chopin's life was short. Struggling with poor health, he passed away at the age of 39 on October 17, 1849, in Paris. His frailty was matched by the fragility of his music, tender, introspective, and often tinged with melancholy. Yet despite his early death, Chopin's influence on the music world has been profound and lasting. His compositions continue to inspire pianists, composers, and listeners around the world, and his ability to express the deepest facets of the human experience through the piano remains unparalleled. Frédéric Chopin's music is a test to the emotional power of the piano. Through his delicate melodies, intricate rhythms, and unparalleled technique, he created a body of work that will continue to move and inspire generations to come, making him a permanent figure in the history of Western classical music. The life and legacy of R. Nathaniel Dett. Welcome to the next chapter in our exploration of master composers, where we shine a light on the remarkable life and legacy of R. Nathaniel Dett, a composer and pianist whose work bridged the worlds of African American spirituals and classical music. Born on October 9, 1882, in Drummondville, Canada, to parents of African descent, R. Nathaniel Dett's early life was shaped by the rich cultural heritage of the African American experience. Raised in a home where music was deeply valued, he developed an early love for piano and composition, a passion that would eventually lead him to become one of the most significant African American composers of his time. A unique musical voice. Dett's unique contribution to classical music was his ability to seamlessly incorporate African American spirituals, folk songs, and rhythms into the Western classical tradition. He was deeply moved by the emotional depth and rich history of African American spirituals, and he saw in these traditional songs a musical language that could speak to universal themes of longing, hope, and resilience. As a composer, Dett sought to elevate the African American spiritual, preserving its authenticity while also infusing it with the complexity and formality of classical composition. His compositions, such as the Chariot Jubilee, exemplify this fusion, blending the soul-stirring qualities of spirituals with the grandeur of symphonic and choral music. A pioneer in the classical world, Dett's contributions were not just artistic, they were cultural. At a time when African American composers struggled to be acknowledged in classical music circles, Dett's work stood as a powerful affirmation of the richness of African American musical traditions. He believed deeply in the value of his cultural heritage, and he used his music as a platform to showcase it to the world. His compositions, including choral works, piano pieces, and orchestral arrangements, highlighted the beauty and strength of African American culture, while also asserting that these traditions were worthy of a place in the broader classical music world. Legacy of cultural integration. Our Nathaniel Dett's legacy endures through his compositions, which continue to inspire musicians today. His ability to fuse the spirituals of his people with the forms of classical music was not just a musical achievement, it was a statement of cultural pride and artistic innovation. Dett's work demonstrated that the classical music world could embrace and celebrate African American musical heritage, and that these two worlds, often seen as separate, could exist harmoniously within the same musical landscape. Today, our Nathaniel Dett is remembered not only as a composer, but as a trailblazer whose music reflects the power of identity, culture, and the enduring strength of the human spirit. The life and legacy of Pyotr Ilyich Tchaikovsky. Welcome to the next chapter in our journey through the lives of master composers, where we explore the brilliant and emotional music of Pyotr Ilyich Tchaikovsky. A towering figure in Russian music, Tchaikovsky's works, ranging from ballets to symphonies to concertos, are beloved worldwide for their melodic richness, emotional depth, and dramatic intensity. Born on May 7, 1840, in Votkinsk, Russia, Tchaikovsky was the son of a well-off government official, but his early life was marked by a sense of emotional isolation. He began studying music at a young age and entered the St. Petersburg Conservatory in 1862, where his natural talent and unique style began to emerge. Throughout his life,